Hey guys, welcome back. You know the drill. Here's my face, a little bit of a before, and my current skin. And then I'm going to go straight in with my Elmer's glue and a little spoolie. Now I'm just going to drag my spoolie across the top like so, just to build up some product on one side. And then using the other side, I'm just going to basically groom my hairs and get them ready for the product to be applied on top. So once I'm done doing that, I just like to thoroughly brush the product throughout all my hairs and my brow, and then I can just press it down into my skin. And then once I'm done being extremely picky with my eyebrows, I like to just drag my spoolie across the top like so, and then just create that final shape since I don't want it to just be super fluffy brows or feathered brows today. I want it to kind of have more of a shape. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids using my P. Louise base and my makeup bullet, which is what the sponge that I'm using is called. And I did go ahead and place some tape down too, but now I'm going to just go in with this deeper brown and just create the shape that I want for today, which is basically we're going to go and do a full dome shape. And then once we're done with that, we're just going to kind of wing it out on and over the tape. Now I'm going to use this fluffy brush to just buff around all the edges of that last brown that we applied. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to just go ahead with this lighter brown and just kind of get that transition shade going and basically apply it where we faded out the edges. And then of course I'm adding my yellow eyeshadow that I used from the Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette, which is what I've been using on my eyes. I forgot to get footage of it, but all my products are listed down below, and all my products when I post are available always on my Instagram. Now you're going to go ahead with that first shade again and just bring back all the depth that we lost while doing the blending or transition shades, etc. Now I'm going to go in with some Vaseline and a few Q-tips, and I'm just going to go ahead and basically with one side get it all filled up with Vaseline and just pack it on and start basically working it into your eyeshadow, so that with the other side of the Q-tip you can basically just turn it around and start spinning it, and it will remove all the product for you. Now I'm going to just pack a bunch of P. Louise base on my hand and then dip my brush in it and basically just start creating this cut crease, my bad. And it's going to go halfway. It's not going to go all the way across our eye. But yeah. Now you're just going to go ahead and pack whatever shade that you wanted on your lid on while the concealer is just a little bit tacky. Now I'm using my Morphe gel liner in the shade Coffee, which is just a super dark brown basically. And I'm just going to line a pretty thick liner, but I am not going to drag it all the way out. I am stopping wherever my cut crease stops, just because I don't want it to be too dark where my eyeshadows can't match the blend. And then I'm going to just go ahead and buff with that first brown that we used in the video. I'm gonna buff out that liner that I just did, and then as you can see, when you go a little bit above it, it's a little lighter than what the liner is. So that's exactly what we want. And then I'm gonna go in with my duo glue and my gold glitter, and I'm just gonna make a line where I want the glitter with my duo glue, let it get tacky, and then I'm gonna apply my glitter right on top. And then here's a little life hack. If you ever have like glitter in unwanted areas, you just take your spoolie and just flick it off. Don't go crazy pressing it into your eyeshadow, because then it's gonna get messed up if you're pressing it in. But if you're just flicking it off like so, and you're not gonna really dig the brush into your face, you're good. Now I'm gonna go in with my Cover FX gripping primer and my L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the shade 455. Now I'm gonna go in with a Bare Mineral Stick foundation in the shade Sienna for contour. I'm just gonna apply some on my nose, and I have OCD, of course, so there's me trying to match the lines perfectly. And then I'm gonna apply some on my chin and my cheeks. So when I do remember to do this, I like to start in the place that I want the least amount of product. So that would be my nose, and then we would go to my chin and then my cheeks. But sometimes I just get way too ahead of myself because I'm recording and I just go straight in for my cheeks. But that's okay. That's all good. We're still gonna do it anyways. So yeah, I like to just tap in the same spot, basically just diffuse the product, but don't blend it everywhere all over your face. Just diffuse it, calm it down a little bit, and yeah, call it a day. Now I'm going to use my 16-hour camo concealer, which I forgot to get footage of course, why not? And I'm going to just focus on the front of my face, then drag it upwards towards my hairline just to give it that snatched lifted effect. But yeah, once I'm done buffing this out, I'm going to do my other side. But I also want to mention that I did have powder ready, so that once I'm done blending this concealer and then making sure that there's no creases, I can just go ahead and pack the powder and make sure that nothing creases in the process of this makeup. And now I'm going to use my Airspun powder that I got at Walgreens, and I'm just going to go ahead with this first layer of powder. I'm just pressing it all the way into my skin. We don't want any residue, any wetness, any moisture at all. We want to make sure that my under eye is completely matte. And then we're going to dip into the powder one more time and just basically do that over again, just to ensure that we don't crease. And yeah, I don't know, this has just always been my process. It works for me. Then I'm going to cut underneath my contour area, and basically with all the leftover powder on my sponge, I'm going to just take it across my whole face, on my chin, underneath my nose, on my nose, so that we can prepare to contour my nose so it's matte. Right here, look at me speaking stuff into existence. Okay, using my NYX contour palette, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my cheeks and my eye area like usual. I didn't contour with the liquid by my eye area just because I think that my eyeshadow went out a little too far to be safe to do that. But yeah, I do it with eyeshadow just because I don't mind blending it in all the way to my eyeshadow. I kind of like that effect, so yeah. So now I'm going to go in with my No Cosmetics Desert Rose Blush, and I'm just applying this on both of the apples of my cheeks, like so. You can do a tapping motion, a circular motion, as long as you got a good brush, honestly, which this is the Made by Mitchell blush brush. I had to say that slow because I cannot say those words quickly by each other. For some reason, I struggle with that. But yeah, so once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start contouring my nose. Starting in reverse, we're going to go light to dark. I like to highlight the tip and the bridge of my nose with the lighter contour shades from the NYX contour palette that I just showed. And then once I'm done getting that good first layer of the highlighted parts, I like to go in with the contour shades and do the sides of my nose and then underneath my nose. And sometimes if I want to, I do on top of my nose. But once I'm done with the contour shades, I like to go back in with the lighter shades and just highlight it one more time. Now I did everything backwards, but now I would brush off all my powder and just spray my face with some setting spray, like so. This is the Morphe setting spray, and then I'm going in with my Ofra X Nikki Tutorials highlight in the shade Glazed Donut, I believe, yes. And I'm gonna just go ahead and highlight my brow bone and my nose. And then I was gonna highlight my chin, however, I'm breaking out on my chin, so I don't want to make it stand out more than it does to me, so I decided not to do that today. And this is probably the most asked question that I get on TikTok and on Instagram, but this is how I do my beauty mark, you guys. This is an old eyeliner stencil from, I believe, L'Oreal. I don't even know, but as long as you got something pointy, it will work. So I like to just dip it in and just, this is an actual beauty mark that I have that I always like to just bring back out after I cover it. But then after that, you can pretty much just go ahead and make up your own. So yeah, there's only a few that I actually have on my face that I like, these 3 that I'm about to do on accident. But yeah, these I have, but other ones I just kind of pick where I want them. That's the whole point of makeup too. You can just do whatever you want. And now I'm going to go in with my one and only Tata lashes. This is the style Chloe. One of my faves, definitely up there, top 3. And then also remember, you guys, you can always use my code MauilenaMU to save yourself some money. And I am using my green duo glue, just lining my lash line like so. And then once I'm done lining these lash lines of mine, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara, since I have been doing that after the glue now, just because I noticed it gets in my lashes a lot less when I do the mascara afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to let the glue air dry a little bit and then pop these lashes right on. And now I'm going to use my new truffle lip liner and my MAC Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Blossom Friend. But you know what? I just want to say, you guys were roasting me for this little lip liner that I have, which is also one of 3, if I haven't said that already. But this little lip liner of mine that you guys would throw away is getting me product. So I'm not throwing away a lip liner until it has no more lip liner. You know what I mean? So yeah, until then, you guys will still see my little baby on camera. And that's about it, guys. I hope you liked this tutorial and I hope you loved the end product, because I did. But yeah, so if you guys want to see more, make sure you guys subscribe. If you want to be annoyed by me when I post, put on your post notifications. But if not, and you made it this far, I still appreciate you. If you liked it, let me know what you like and leave a like. But yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm so happy I finally got to 100 subscribers. So thank you, and too many more. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.